Hey guys, Arue here, back at it again for another rant. So for today, I wanted to talk about Billie Eilish because she said something that ticked me off. If you're not aware of her situation based from her older interviews in the past, this has been going on for a while and she receives a lot of backlash from it because for me, I think it is clearly sexist.
You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Because they got a hot girl, they can be horrible. Like, you're still ugly, though.
So based from some of the videos I watched and some of her interviews, she tends to share her experiences about her body and there's nothing wrong with that. I am also a fan of her songs and when she blew up in the past, I listened to a lot of her songs. But anyways, going back to the topic, there are plenty of times that she shares her experiences about her body and she has a lot of insecurities about it. And of course, I don't really blame her. And to be honest, I am quite aware of this in the public space. And honestly, it's quite disgusting at times because a lot of people tend to publicize their opinions about her body and they're saying how sexualized her body is, which she can't control. I mean, in the end, it's puberty and no one can stop our body from growing. But what's worse is this started when she was still underaged, which is quite fucked. This is also why some of her songs directly involves her experiences from the past. And I get it. She has a valid point to complain about it because no one deserves to get flamed like that because it's out of our control. It's out of her control. Sadly, because of these opinions, she wore a lot of baggy clothes in the past. But I think everyone would have been okay if she ended her statement like that. What's bothersome is she sidetracks her argument and compares her negative experiences to the opposite gender. So she said that the problem she experienced about her body won't be a problem for men. She's saying that men won't get criticized by the opposite sex. The point is, whether you're thin or big boned, it won't be a problem because girls won't really give a shit about their body or about the man's body. I know she has a lot of negative experiences in the past, especially when she was young, but this is an ignorant thing to say and people shouldn't get away from this. You shouldn't be disregarding the problem of the opposite sex because your first-hand experience won't be the same case as, let's say, a friend you know. And she's been insulting men a lot. For example, in the past, she states that men that are millionaires tend to have a lot of things because they have a terrible personality and a small dick. I don't even want to know how she knew that. I want to discuss this topic because her statement isn't new. This men hate has been regurgitated for a while online. And I know men were more dominant in the past. Yeah, fuck the patriarchy. But that is the thing of the past. Not majority of men are there to dominate the opposite sex. Not all men intends to own the world because I don't know if people are quite aware of this because most men don't have the money to own an empire. And the way she talks about male body and how we get away from having a certain build and no one gets to complain about it says a lot of how young she is or how immature he is. Based from my experience, me and my friends, when I was young, me and my friends tends to get a lot of criticism in regards to their body. I myself in the past has quite an unhealthy body. Truth be told, I am very overweight in the past and I get a lot of criticism from it. I hear a lot of people talking behind my back and the stupid thing about it is I can still hear them, which pissed me off a lot today as I didn't get to defend myself in the past. My friends also get a lot of hate from this. After a few years, because of that, I am not saying that I am clinically diagnosed, but I got a lot of dysmorphia from it. So before my high school years ended, I didn't eat a lot. Sometimes I just eat one meal per day and just bear the hunger. Due to a lot of criticisms, I exercised, which some might think is good, but I exerted my body in over a month doing a lot of cardio intensive workout while not eating much. So after a month of doing that, I got so skinny that some people were actually concerned if I was sick or not. This was something that surprised me after growing up because after comparing a lot of photos of my past when I was fat and how I got skinny in 1 to 2 year span, there is a significant difference to my change. And during that years, I didn't really notice deficit. So while people were saying that I was already thin and I need to bulk up again, I look at the mirror and I still see myself as a fat person. This is why I can relate to some of her points, because body dysmorphia is real, and not just on one gender. It is real for everyone. It gets you after a while, especially when you aren't self-aware. And Billie Eilish does that on her statements. She tends to project her insecurities to the opposite sex. And I hope this conflict or discourse would make her realize that not every male is there to get her. I am not only talking about her issue, but this is a online problem as a whole. This has been prominent for a very long time, especially when you are active in the online space. And I plan to be in more depth on this topic in the future. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for today, and I hope she gets informed by the right people on this type of issues. That's it. See ya.